We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We got this.
Ready? White 25. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Shit, shit, shit.
On second and 11 now. Winston, he's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Switch. Switch.
Kill, kill, kill.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
That's the day.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, Harris. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 54. Mike 54. So we got man.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
41-yard line. Yeah, 15 on it.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Kaiser escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Switch it, here, switch it. Kill.
To throw, Kaiser. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Flip it.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
I'm here all day. Mike's 59.
'Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
3rd and long for Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. To throw is Kaiser. Dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal. Down to about the 1. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 3rd down. Wall. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Toss play, Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And the Saints, first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go.
7-7.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check right, check right. Hey, check right 45. Check right 45.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Kaiser now. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Here we go. 60 out low. Here we go, D. And it's just me and you.
They'll try and run with their fullback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On second down, Kamara.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Four down. Check. 45, Mike, 45. You're not ready. Hey, check right.
Here's Kaiser. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Kamara.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Kaiser to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Joker, 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 joker.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He completes it to Evans. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick at 2015, finding the number 7 pick at 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Ready? Flag 22.
59. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Green, 17.
Check 59, Mike.
Winston now to throw on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second down now, Wall. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Shift, shift.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
That's it. Big
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
From the gun, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready. Blue lane.
Check, 59.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up, Sonny.
Mike's 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Easy. Hey. Green, come and see. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Coming after you. Mike, check. 59.
1st down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Following the interception, Kaiser, he's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Kaiser. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pull it together. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Motion. Kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Kaiser. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got Smith here. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Saints first down.
Here we go. Not a walk.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucs' 48-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Kamara. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Kaiser. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is Murray. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
45 is the mark. Watch the run, watch the run. 45, Mike, 45.
I got him. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Kaiser flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Check, 59.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check 59. Mike is 59.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the safety creep. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. His throw incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We got 3. We got 3. Check 3. Mike, check. 59.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Harris to return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker. He's got the lane, and there he goes. A big play there out of Kamara, and even 70 yards on the pickup. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got 5. From the red zone now, Kaiser under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Kaiser. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Kaiser. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Easy, easy, easy. Wait. Check, 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Follow. Let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. From the left side, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jameis now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 9, check 9.
Jameis again. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Winston now from the 50. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, it's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Green, Timothy.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check the backer.
Hey, stop.
To the air again with Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position. Ball security paramount. They turn the ball over. Terrible.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the Saints, first down.
Ready, set. What we got? What we got? What we got? Slam, slam, slam.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Now on 2nd and 16, Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for nothing. Case in the right spot. Help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Vigil in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Bring it. 47, let's go.
Winston to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Here we go. March 47. March 47. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Yeah, let's get a second.
Showing it. Switch.
Now Winston. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1, to get yourself in position for the second.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it.